So my name is Santiago and my partner Paula.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about a controversial and problematic issue which has to do with nuclear weapons.
Yes.
So first of all, we're going to give you an overview about this interesting topic.
Yes, thank you, Santiago. I am Paula and I'm going to present the definition of the nuclear weapons. Well, first of all, a nuclear weapon is an explosive device that derives its destructive force from nuclear reactions, either fission, for example, a fission bomb, or from a combination of fission and fusion reactions, for example, a thermonuclear bomb. Both bomb types release large quantities of energy from relatively small amounts of matter, but also nuclear weapons have been used twice in war, both times by the United States against Japan near the end of World War II.
Okay, so as we can hear, so this is a very difficult topic to talk. So another interesting part of nuclear weapons is the proliferation of nuclear weapons. So we can say that controlling the proliferation of nuclear weapons is one of the major challenges that we can face today. So because we have to take into account the global health. So health is the major priority when it comes to nuclear weapons. So the threat posed by the nuclear weapons has three major aspects, which are the development of the capability for producing or acquiring nuclear weapons. So this refers to horizontal proliferation. And the second one is the increase of weapon stockpiles by countries that currently have nuclear weapons. So let's say USA, India, North Korea, etc. And the other one, the acquisition of nuclear weapons or the materials that can be created by some countries often termed terrorists. So in this case, we can mention Iran, Iraq, and India. So another important part of nuclear weapons is that it involves delivery mechanisms. So nuclear weapons have been controlled by some intergovernmental organizations or non-governmental civil societies organizations. So for example, the United Nations or the ONU, the International Atomic Energy Agency, and the International Court of Justice World Court. So in which ways can we control this? So several people have tried to control this by education, information dissemination, like trying to inform people about their devastating effects of nuclear weapons, and advocacy aimed at governments and governmental organizations. So some senior US states that believe that the only way to control or the danger of nuclear weapons is to eliminate them. Well, on the other hand, nuclear proliferation is the spread of nuclear weapons, fissionable material and weapons applicable. So there are some countries that have acquired nuclear weapons. These ones are India, Pakistan, North Korea, and Israel. None of these ones have been part to the NPT, although North Korea acceded to the NPT in 1985, but it withdrew in 2003 and conducted announced nuclear tests in 2006, 2009, 2013, 2016, and 2017. So North Korea has been trying to implement this type of weapons. So, on the other hand, research into the development of nuclear weapons was initially undertaken during the World War II by the United States. So, and as well, Germany, Japan, and the USSR. So, the United States was the first one to use nuclear weapons in a war. Remember when it used two bombs in Japan in August 1945. And after surrendering to end the war, Germany and Japan ceased to involve in any nuclear weapon research. So these countries used nuclear weapons like the United States. And Russia, or at that period of time, USSR tested several nuclear weapons. So the USSR was the second one. Remember that the first country was the United States.
Yes, Santiago. And besides that, nuclear weapons are the most dangerous weapons on Earth. So one can destroy a whole city, potentially killing millions and jeopardizing the natural environment and lives of future generations through its long-term catastrophic effects. For this reason, the United Nations has sought to eliminate such weapons ever since its establishment. A number of multilateral treaties have been established with the aim of preventing nuclear proliferation. These include the Treaty of the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, the NPT. Also, we have the treaty banning nuclear weapon tests in the atmosphere, in outer space, and underwater, also known as the Partial Test Ban Treaty, PTBT, the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, CTBT, and finally, we have the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons, TPNW.
So, as Paula mentioned, nuclear weapons is a dangerous source that could kill millions of people.
Yes.
So it's very catastrophic to use this type of weapons. So let's move on some countries that have been implementing nuclear weapons or implemented in a certain period of time in the past. So let's get started with USA. So USA was the first country to implement nuclear weapons in a war or during a conflict. Remember that the first time that this type of weapons were used was in Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Well, Paula, what was the people who were affected in that nuclear attack?
Well, I know that these bombings caused injuries that resulted in the deaths of approximately 2,000 civilians and military personnel. Can you imagine that? That's horrible.
Yes, a lot of families died in that incredible attack. So, the United States has historically deployed tactical nuclear weapons in several European countries. But on the other hand, the United States is a party to several treaties related to the reduction and control of nuclear weapons. Furthermore, the United States has been dealing with some agreements with Russian people by the agreement of New START Treaty, which means Strategic Arms Reductions Treaty. So, the United States and Russia tried to reduce its weapons, especially the nuclear ones, because they used to have a lot of them. So, but when we talk about history, the last 8 years, we have the President Barack Obama, who didn't like at all nuclear weapons, and his position was United States shouldn't use this type of weapons. So he tried to reduce this type of weapons, that especially for countries that doesn't have this type of weapons. But in Obama administration, they spent trillions in a program to the modernization of nuclear weapons. So we have then, after Obama's period, we have President Donald Trump. But in this case, Donald Trump's statements on nuclear weapons were quite different, because he mentioned in an interview that nuclear weapons will not be such a bad thing, and he said that if allies such as Japan and several countries from Asia were to acquire their own nuclear weapons, why not the United States? So for this reason, he mentioned that the United States must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability until such time as the world comes to its senses regarding nukes. So Donald Trump liked the idea to use nuclear weapons to be prepared for a war. So, but I think that there is like very controversial issue, and so for that reason, we don't know if he's going like to increase the use of these ones, because as we know, the United States is the most advanced countries around the world. So we have to wait for the future if he's going to be like implementing this type of weapons.
That's true. Thank you so much, Santiago. Well, right now, our partner, Zoret Rivera, is in Iran, and she's going to talk about this terrible situation about nuclear weapons. She's going to talk about Iran, Iraq, and India.
Okay, good afternoon, Paula and Santi. Iran has been a non-nuclear weapon state party to the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons since 1970 and has an advanced nuclear program that was the principal subject in the international negotiation and sanction from 2002 until implementation of a comprehensive nuclear deal. The Joint Comprehensive Plan of Actions began in 2015. The United States military from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Actions on May 2018, leaving its future member. Yes, Iran is not a member of the missile technology control region and is actually working to acquire a space launch capability. The scope and state of Iran's chemical and geological activities are unknown. President Donald Trump campaigned on a promise to dismantle the deal with Iran. However, the administration initiated the deal on May 2017. Okay, where Iran. Okay, now let's move on to Iraq. Iraq today has no active nuclear, chemical, biological, or ballistic missile program, and is a member of a relevant non-proliferation treaties and rebels. After the invasion, the Iraq Soviet group an international pressure following the 1991. The Iraq Soviet group concluded that Iraq had abandoned its nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons program. And in June 2014, the Islamic State of Iran and Syria, ISIS, invaded Iraq from its base in Syria. Wow. And finally, India. India is estimated to have produced enough military plutonium for 150 to 200 nuclear warheads. In addition, India continues to modernize its nuclear arsenal with at least 5 new weapon systems now under development to compound or replace existing nuclear capable ballistic missiles in 2003. Okay, I am Zoret Rivera and this is CNN News.
Thank you so much, Zoret, for your contribution and all the information that you provided. So I think that these nuclear weapons are really dangerous. So to talk about these Asian countries, Iran, Iraq, and India. So let's move on to some European countries such as Germany and France that have developed some nuclear weapons that could be dangerous for people around the world.
Yes. Well, thank you, Santiago. First of all, Germany. Although Germany has the technical capability to produce weapons of mass destruction since World War II, it has generally refrained from producing those weapons. However, Germany participates in the NATO nuclear weapons sharing arrangements and trains for delivering United States nuclear weapons. Germany is among the powers which possess the ability to create nuclear weapons, but has agreed not to do so under the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. India, the United States, Belgium, Spain, and Brazil, German companies provided Iraq with precursors of chemical agents used by Iraq to engage in chemical warfare during the Iran-Iraq War. While there are underlying structural factors, the flourishing of the debate owes much to U.S. President Donald Trump's undermining of alliance ties. As Chancellor Angela Merkel acknowledged in May under Trump, America can no longer be counted on to protect Europe. To the contrary, he is seen as intent on overturning the post-war global order. Well, and besides that, France. France was the fourth country to join the so-called nuclear club and maintain its own nuclear trial of land-based missiles, nuclear-armed bombers, and ballistic missile submarines. Today, France, a sea-based nuclear deterrent, is the home of most of its nuclear arsenal, with 4 nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines of French design and constructions, providing constant assurance against surprise nuclear attack. So we can say that at the height of France's nuclear weapons arsenal, 87% of France's nuclear arsenal was in submarines. I think this is so dangerous for us, right, Santiago?
Alright, so basically you went straight to the point with this very meaningful information, and in our opinion we consider that this type of weapons can lead to fatal consequences that could kill millions of people, and we consider as well that there must be like a campaign that could be related to social awareness, like dismissing information, so that people can realize about the effects of using nuclear weapons, because this could lead like a nuclear world war.
Yes.
So,
After World War.
yes, alright. So thank you very much. This is CNN News. Stay in touch and don't lose CNN News at 8 p.m. Thank you.